Fear Her is not just the strangest episode of Series 2, being that it includes both the Olympics, an abusive father, and a girl who brings drawings to life, but it's also the worst. Never has a Doctor Who episode looked and felt so cheap. Cheap on money, scares, fun. I'm being so harsh. But it's true, I don't like it, I'm sorry. It's also an episode where Rose and the Doctor are at their most chummy, and that can be very annoying. You were surprised, I bet, that I didn't place Love and Monsters directly at the bottom of the pile, but Love and Monsters has an awful lot going for it, actually.
I've absorbed him.
Okay, the Absorbaloff from Clom is ridiculous, and Peter Kay cannot save it, but ignore that aspect and you've got a touching story. One about people affected by the Doctor who don't usually get hurt. It's a bit like that part in Austin Powers where they kill off a red shirt, a bad guy soldier, only to have a look at how it impacted his family. It's also a meta-commentary on the Doctor Who fandom and how obsessive it can be. It's fun, it's trying something. It could even be done today, and Elton could have utilised YouTube. Yes, it's silly, yes, Russell must have been smoking something very strong to come up with the paving slab ending, but unlike Fear Her, it is trying to do something new. Not convinced? Well, one day I'll come back and do a full analysis of all these episodes if I get the chance, so you'll have to wait till then. Next is The Idiot's Lantern, which I actually think is way, way above both Love and Monsters and Fear Her in terms of quality. It's well put together, the characters are well drawn, if a little... Yeah, The Wire is a bit cringe, but it entertains me. Such a simple Doctor Who adversary for a simple middle-of-the-road tale. New Earth is so much fun, it has to be said, and I love the scene in the lifts where Rose and the Doctor are subjected to disinfection. The Cat Nun nurses are effective, the makeup really incredible, and it still is to this day, but the only thing that lets it down in my opinion is the whole body swap routine, which is a bit off, especially considering it's the first episode of the new Doctor in his first season, outside of the Christmas Invasion special. The Cassandra storyline ends on a nice note though, and I almost feel sorry for her. Rise of the Cybermen, The Age of Steel is the show's first foray into parallel worlds, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but actually it's pretty much the only one since the show's revival. We've had pocket universes, bubble universes, alternative timelines, but no direct parallel worlds outside of Pete's world. Pete's world, of course, being a big feature in the Series 2 finale as well, and Rose's ultimate fate. But we've not ventured anywhere else for quite a while, unless I'm forgetting something big, and let's face it, I probably am. The reintroduction of the Cybermen is fab. The steely steels are in full force, and while I'm more a fan of the sort of body horror offered up by the origin stories, such as the Mundacian Cybermen, these bootcut variations are used to show our obsession with the latest gadgets, and considering it came out in a time when the first iPhone wasn't even released yet, yeah, I know, it's no wonder it works so well. School Reunion is a low-stakes story about a school overtaken by evil. Remarkably, it works, and that is surely down to the reintroduction of Sarah Jane Smith, the all-time great Doctor Who companion. There's K9 as well, and the acting prowess that is Anthony Head. The Christmas Invasion is a terrific introduction to a new Doctor. Yes, he comes in late, but it's the first time the revival show had to deal with post-regeneration. They had to introduce not only Rose, but the audience to the new Doctor. And I think including Unit, the return of
Harriet Jones, Prime Minister.
Yes, we know who you are. And a big bombastic alien invasion, it just made for cracking Christmas telly. Tooth and Claw is a favourite of mine, I think purely down to the scene where the Doctor says, "You want weapons? We're in a library."
Best weapons in the world.
The episode is spooky, has a CGI werewolf, which I swear still holds up in most shots to this day, plus there's warrior monks, and Queen Victoria. What more could you want? Army of Ghosts, Doomsday, they're a terrific farewell to Rose and her family. A really exciting finale that is every fan's wet dream, Cybermen vs Daleks. The separation of the Doctor and Rose is wonderfully done, and quite honestly, as the first companion exit, it's hard to top as a finale. I remember watching this final episode in a car with my dad on a portable TV, waiting for some fish and chips when we were on a camping holiday. Marvellous, and so bloody British. In fact, I don't think you can get more British than that, without wearing a Union Jack t-shirt and humming Jerusalem while doing the Ministry of Funny Walks walk. In second place then is a story that should by rights steal the top spot, but because I'm a soppy sentimental fool, The Impossible Planet and The Satan Pit just miss out. This is the kind of unsettling, creeping tale I wish they did more of on Doctor Who, and as I said, really it should take first place. It's so good. Real terror lies within these two episodes, and Giant Devil aside, puts on screen one of the best stories I think we've ever had. There's great characters, great sets, great monsters, great threat, great score, great everything. In first place then is The Girl in the Fireplace, which not only has a rewatchability factor of 1 billion, is a deeply romantic, tightly written science fiction marvel where a spaceship from the future is stalking the life of Madame de Pompadour as it attempts to repair itself. In just 45 minutes, Moffat is able to distill what could be a complex story into an accessible romp, where by the end you have completely bought into the world, the stakes, and the blossoming relationship between the Doctor and Antoinette. Interestingly, it's the only episode I really remember watching with my sister. She's a Who fan too, but this one seems to have ingrained in my mind as the one we both connected with. I wonder if she remembers it as fondly as I do. Yeah, I can, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was just thinking, do you remember that episode of Doctor Who? The one with Madame de Pompadour?
He's the one with the stretched skin, isn't he?
Sorry?
He's the one with the stretched skin, isn't she? Madame...
No, Madame de Pompadour. You know, the one with the girl in the fireplace. The clockwork people.
No, which one is it?
The clockwork men thing.
The Clockwork.
Yeah, they got...
Oh, yes, I remember now, yeah. I like that one.
Yeah, that's one of my favourites, actually.
The Doctor kind of falls in love with her. She falls in love with him, anyway.
Yeah, it's really good, that one. What's your favourite episode, then?
Oh, Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Oh, one of my favourites, I love the one with the first series, when, like, Billy Piper's with Christopher Eccleston. I liked those ones, and then I really liked it. Even though I found it really scary, the mummy bit, but I really liked it because, like, Captain Jack joined them.
Yeah.
And then, like, I can't even think of an absolute favourite of David Tennant, because I think he was one of my favourite Doctors, between him and Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah. He's your first, you know.
But yeah, I just love all the stuff with Billy Piper in, and then we really were enjoying watching ones with Catherine Tate again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're really good ones.
They're quite the same. I really enjoyed, what's his name? Peter
Capaldi.
Capaldi, but I wasn't as enamoured by the companions.
Have a good evening, Jem.